After 30 years of democracy, South Africa's Liberation Party, ANC, faces the fight of its life on the 29th of May, riding on the people's demands for better governance and services.
Political opponents are bringing the fight to the party of Nelson Mandela. And because of the Rainbow Nation's place in world politics,
this election will be felt across the globe. Catch every angle and every moment of the vote right here on CGTN.
In just a few days, South Africans will head to the polls for a 7th time since 1994. But this will be a new look election. For the first time in 30 years, there will be independent candidates. CGTN's Julie Shire takes a look.
South Africa's electoral system had to be carefully chosen as the country made a delicate transition from white minority rule to democracy 30 years ago. Black South Africans had little say in the country's politics until 1994. When they voted for the first time in their lives.
The electoral system is in fact a fairly simple electoral system. It's a straightforward proportional representation system. A political party gets 20% of the vote. They get 20% more or less of the seats in our 400-member National Assembly.
Every South African over the age of 18 is eligible to make their mark in the national and provincial polls. Over the last 6 elections, voters have been limited to candidates chosen by political parties, but that has changed.
It's a different kind of election from the first one in 1994, because instead of 2 ballots, which we had in 1994, we now have 3 ballots. And this is because of a court application which resulted in independent candidates having to be recognized in the electoral system. And they get to stand for elections and to go to Parliament at the national and the provincial levels.
A record 27.9 million people will vote this year, almost half the country's population. The inclusion of candidates without any connection to political parties signals a maturing democracy that fosters greater inclusivity.
We as independent candidates are perfectly situated, actually, to become the snitches of Parliament. But we're bringing back governance. Because the problems of this country, if there was proper oversight on anything, will not have state capture, will not have, all these problems that we're having of load shedding, potholes, education that is gone.
The African National Congress has led South Africa peacefully for the last 30 years with little contest. Opinion polls show that position may be threatened with growing discontent over challenges such as unemployment, poverty, electricity shortages, state corruption and crime. Should the Liberation Party fail to secure an outright majority in the 7th democratic election, South Africa could be heading to a new era in politics. Julie Shara, CGTN, Cape Town.